Okay.
Um,
So you want to join the course because first you are thinking that AWS is mandatory. Okay, that's fine.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay, nice to hear about that. And yeah, I saw that there are so many Java developers who are joining into the session, but that's fine. So before we go into the concept of AWS environment, why? Because our main focus will be on AWS. We need to discuss about what is AWS and what is how we are going to work with the AWS. So, but before that, let us understand about the cloud computing. Okay, so we will talk about the cloud computing, but before that, is there anyone left out and who wants to introduce about themselves? Can you please start talking? Yes, is there?
Yeah, hi Chaitanya, yes, yeah.
Hi, Yash.
So I'm also a backend developer. I'm currently working in Infosys and I have total 4 years of experience. So I'm
Mhm.
working in Java. So last year I switched, but I got to know that for backend developers, AWS is a kind of mandatory thing. I mean, in each interview, they asked me about questions about AWS.
Okay, okay,
I
okay,
was
no
not
problem.
that much aware about it, so that's why I joined this course.
That's fine. So we are into the demo only. So we are not yet joined into the course. Just concentrate on what I'm talking. So then we will discuss whether if you are interested, you can join the course. And one thing that I want to tell you here is, uh, in my session, whenever we are having a session, in my session, there will be two-way communication. It is not like I am going to talk, I am going to continuously train you on some project or else train you on something. It should be always a two-way communication. If I'm telling something, if you have any questions, you can ask me, or else if there is anything confusing, you can ask me. So that there will be mutual communication, which will be enhancing both your skills and my skills also. Okay, so I'm telling this since from my beginning of my training. So I found a bare minimum number of students who will be interacting with the faculty. That's fine. So now I just want to make sure you understand the current situation. I mean, whenever you are talking, I heard a lot of things that every company is now requesting AWS. Of course, cloud computing is a part of the IT industry, and as well as nowadays it is recommended to have the full stack knowledge. So every company is requesting, so they don't want to invest huge amount of money as AI is going to replace everything. So now what is happening means, so now we are going to work with the multiple environments. Either it might be cloud environment, it might be AI environment, machine learning. So there are so many new technologies was introduced, and there the companies are expecting the candidates to have the very good knowledge on all the things. So it is not like our brain should be like an very big server or else very big storage space where we can store each and every dump. So that is not possible. But nowadays, whatever the skills that you are having, you have to enhance your skills depending on the requirements. Still, AI is not that much. It is not showing that much impact on the jobs. Of course, in some newspapers, you can see that these many number of candidates has been removed, but they are not into the actual development. They are into the service teams. So they are removing. I mean, the employees are removed from the service kind of things, not for the development. So those who are building the apps, those who are creating the applications, they need to be there. So AI will not replace all those things. Okay. So why services in the sense? For example, if you got a problem, you will call to the customer service. There we don't want the customer service guy. We can have an AI over there. So in such cases, they are removing the candidates. Apart from that, there is a huge scope and as well as huge requirement for the candidates. So as per my knowledge, you don't need to worry about your jobs. You can get a job. I don't say that you will get a job in AWS only, but the point is, I mean, if you are looking for a job or else if you are looking for a job change, keep focusing on all the environments. Like you are into the development and then you are now learning AWS. So whatever the cloud computing that you are going to learn, it is all about the infrastructure management. So why we need to have the cloud? So the main motto of the cloud computing is that to remove the infrastructure dependency. For example, you are a Java developer. as a Java developer, you will develop an application. Okay. When you develop this application, your work is done. You will develop the application. I mean, you will write the source code. And if it is a Spring Boot application, you will give me the source code directory and the form.xml. And you ask me to deploy that application. So now what we have to do, this application should be built. So for building this application, we need to have a server. Okay. And to run the application, we need to have a server. Or else for building and running the application, we need to have a server. So how these servers can be configured? For example, if the application is running, suddenly the load on the application is increased. Huge amount of load is coming onto the application. Then how we are going to overcome that problem? And as well as if you are having any unstructured data. Unstructured data means, what is meant by an unstructured data? So there are two types of data, no? Structured data and unstructured data. What is meant by unstructured data? Hmm. Anyone? Okay. Unstructured data in the sense, if you are having a website, in the website you are having the images, video files, audio files, those are all comes under the unstructured data. So to store huge amount of this unstructured data, we are having the storage available in the cloud computing. So like that. So if I have to define what is meant by cloud computing, now if you see, you are deploying an application. For deploying this application without on-premises in the sense, without having any physical servers and all the things, we are going with the cloud computing. Okay, but what exactly is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a service which will provide the resources to the customers, such as servers, storage, databases over the internet. So, if I have to define the cloud computing is a service which will provide the resources to the customers, to the customers, or also what I can do here is resources like servers, storage, storage, databases, and etc. There are another type of services that will be provided. So all those will come under the picture under the cloud computing to the customers through the internet. So without internet, we cannot access the cloud. So definitely we need to have the internet. So that is called as cloud computing. Okay, now I understand what is meant by cloud computing. Cloud computing is just a service which will provide the resources like servers and another resources, or else which will provide the compute resources to the customers through the internet. Okay, this is fine. Now, what are the different service providers? For example, if you are having internet in your home, so for internet, you will be having different service providers. Some people will get the internet from Airtel. Some people will get the internet from Tata. Some people will get the internet from Act. Some people will get the internet from Pioneer or Hathway or else Reliance. So in the same manner, to get these services, we are having different types of clouds are available. So there are public clouds, like you have the internet, so that is an public network. So in the same manner, you are having the public cloud. Public cloud means anyone can create their own infrastructure. If you have an account, you can create your own infrastructure. Then that is called as a public cloud. So in public cloud, we are having AWS, Azure, GCP. These three are playing a major role in the public cloud services. Apart from that, you are having so many other services like Oracle, VMware Cloud, and then you are having right now Docker Cloud is also about to come. So I just need to recheck that once whether it is same as like AWS or not. But they are unfolding that there is a concept called as Docker Cloud is also getting introduced into the IT world. I just need to recheck that once, and then you are having Alibaba Cloud. Like that, you are having multiple cloud providers are there, but we mainly focus on the three of the cloud service providers. One is AWS, and the other one is Azure, and the third one is GCP. So depending on this, so why we need to go for the AWS environment? Now you are saying that there are majorly three cloud service providers are there. Then I can go with Azure or else GCP or AWS. Why we need to go for only AWS? So the point what is going to happen means I will let you know. But before I go into the main topic, right now every company is asking the engineers to have the multi-cloud knowledge. Okay, it is not like that you need to have only AWS knowledge, or else it is not like that you need to have only Azure knowledge. You need to have any multi-cloud knowledge. Why? Because so nowadays the companies are having the projects on both the clouds. They will have a customer will say that I want to deploy my project in AWS environment. The other customer will say that I want to have my project in Azure environment. Let me explain you in a simple scenario. For example, I am I have an I mean there is an IT company. I am not a big entrepreneur, or else I am not a very big non IT sector kind of like banking kind of thing. I have a very small shop. Just let us understand. I'm having just a small shop where I want to sell certain goods and mobiles electronics. So now what I will do here is uh, I'll say, I want to design, or else I want a particular application. Okay, so I want a particular application. Now, what I will do here is I will reach out to an freelancing guy. Okay, there will be a freelancing guy. I am into non-IT. I don't know what is IT, what I can say, what is infrastructure, what is development. In development, I have Java. There will be Java, Python, .NET, Ruby, Golang, like that. I don't know how many number of languages are there. Front end, there will be front end, there will be back end. I'm general customer. So who knows that if I click on URL, a web page should open. Then my customer should log in into the web page and he has to order some items. So I have to deliver it to the people. That I know. I don't know about all these languages. So now what I will do here is I will go to a nearest IT company, or else to a nearest freelancing guy. So now what I will do here is I will give my requirements. I want to create, or else can you please help me to make my company go online? So right now I have my shop, or else I have my business only on the offline, but I don't want my customers to come to my offline store every now and then. Rather than I can provide the online delivery. So I just want an application to be created by you. Now, what this IT guy will do, or else I'm not going to take a very big IT company. Normal companies, or else a freelancing guy, what he is going to do with us. Okay, I can create an application. For example, if I come with the same requirement with you, or else, so if I ask you the same requirement, what you are going to do? Tell me like you are going to work with me. So if I am asking you that I want to have this application. Okay, so in my brain, I have the complete design. I am explaining you that I want these things and modules. If I have to discuss about the module, I need to have the login module, product module, orders, payment, notification. These are the modules which I need to have for this application. So I will explain you in the non-technical terms. You need to understand it. Now, what you are going to give me a reply if I am reaching to you. Hmm. Can you please tell me what you are going to provide a reply to me? Yeah, Shrikant. Do you understand my question or not? First in the first call,
No, Chaitanya.
I have a business.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want for my business, I want an application. Okay.
Okay.
I have a retail business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in which I will sell the products.
Okay.
I came to you and I
Mm-hmm.
asked you that I want. Can you please develop an application for me? Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I gave you inputs. What is in my mind? So if a user want to put an order, like how you are going to put the order in the Swiggy in the same manner, from my shop or else from my organization, if he wants to order any electronic goods or else anything, he needs to log in. And then, I want a login page, and then I want the product orders page, payment page, notification page. So these are my requirements. So I will say in a layman terms, sir, I don't know what to talk to you. I will say that user has to log in, he has to put an order, the order has to come to the payment, and he has to do the payment. Once the payment is done, he should get the notification. When I
Mm-hmm.
say this, then what you are going to tell to that guy? If you are talking to me, I don't know. I don't know about any IT sector and all the things. What you are going to talk to me?
Means basically we will prepare a design document, right?
Hmm.
So to explain the to explain the architecture of the application, so basically we will do the design document and the UML diagrams for how the application flow it works.
Why should you need to tell all this to a non-IT guy first in the first place? He doesn't know anything, no?
Means first, so for non-IT guy, we need to discuss about the infrastructure things actually.
That is what my
So,
question is all about. So
yeah, in fact,
I'm asking in a non-IT perspective. I am not technically
okay,
good. So I said
okay,
you that these are my requirements. Now, how you are
okay,
going to deal with that guy? So you have to say that, okay, sir, we can prepare the application for you. You don't need to worry. It will take some 3 months of time. But for creating the application, you will have certain amount like budget.
yeah,
And
but
then what you will do here is you are going to plan for the infrastructure. Now, when you are planning for the infrastructure, okay, so if you are a freelancer, so you are a freelancer or else I'm not coming to the company. I'm just going to a freelancer and saying that I want to have this application. Now, what this freelancer will do, whether do he have any or also do that person will have any infrastructure like servers and all the things. If I come to you, for example, I come to Yash, so whether Yash will say that I can create the configuration, or else if I come to Shrikant, whether Shrikant will say that yeah, I can do the setup. You can develop it, but where you will deploy it? For deploying, do you have any infrastructure in your hand? Hmm. Tell
no,
me. You don't have the infrastructure. Now if you want to purchase the infrastructure, the server itself will cost you around some 3 to 4 lakhs rupees. Now, if server itself will cost you around some 3 to 4 lakhs rupees, and you have to create the network. Okay, so again, coming back to the point here, I hope you are able to see it. Now, uh, so you created the application. Okay, now when you have created this application, you need to deploy this application. Okay, so this is the application you prepared for my retail business. Okay, for my business, you prepared this application. Now, where you have to deploy this? You need to deploy this application. Deploy means you need to install this application inside a server. Okay. So we will install this application inside. You will purchase a server. You will say that, sir, the server cost will be some 3 to 4 lakhs rupees. We have to purchase the server. And what else? So when you purchase the server needs some cooling and as well as networking system, I mean storage and as well as security. You will say all these things. I don't understand all those things. No, sir, I don't know that. You tell me the cost. Okay. If you say that per month for your application, it will cost some 2 lakh rupees. If you say that whether this person, whoever is the just a startup or else he is starting the company, will he bear that 2 lakh rupees for every month? Is it going to happen? Why you are saying 2 lakhs? Because you have to purchase the server. You have to create the network configuration. You need to have the internet access, and then you have to check out the storage. You need to check out the security, and as well as if there are continuously you have to monitor the application. Suddenly, suddenly when the application is doing good, so I said you that, sir, we want to announce an bonanza offer that whatever the application, whoever are the online users are there, we are going to provide the items for flat 50% discount. I'm not talking about up to 50%. I'm saying flat 50% discount. Now, what about the load on the application? If I say we have the application this month, as we are entering into the December, and this is the year ending sale. For the year ending sale, we are thinking that for my application, I want to, I mean, in my online application, I want to give a bumper offer or else a discount for my customer, saying that we are going to provide the we are going to provide any electronic appliances or also any application or any goods flat 50% discount. Then what about the load on the server? What about the load on the application? Whether the application will have the same load or else it will be 200%, 300% it is going to increase. You understand the question or not? Tell me that first.
yes, Chaitanya, it will increase the load actually.
It will. I'm not asking only with the Shrikant. I'm asking this question with everyone. So you can also answer that. So obviously the application load will be increased hugely. When the application load is increased, then what you have to do, whether that single server will be able to withstand whatever the load is that is coming, whatever the load that is coming to the application,
No,
can that server? No, it won't withstand. Now what you have to do, you need to
means we need
purchase
to
another
increase
server.
the, yes,
Okay. You need to purchase another server, or else you need to increase the resources. If you purchase another server, then what you have to do, you need to create a load balancer. So load balancer is another device which you have to purchase, or else either you can go with the server configuration. So here we are going to create a load balancer. Now, how many days that load balancer will be there, or else how many days the load will be there? First of all, until the offer is there, the load will be there. After the completing the order, what about, I mean, after the offer is completed, then what about the load? Will the load will be same on the servers? For example, if you take the big billion day sales, everyone or will be waiting for the big billion day sales or else Great Indian Festival day sales. Once both the sales are completed on that application, will the load will be the same or different?
Different.
different.
Different means it will be very less. So I
Yes.
don't require this additional server. No, I don't want the additional server. Again, then what is going to happen in the on-premises environment? You cannot remove this server. In the on-premises environment, you cannot remove the server. At least you have to utilize the server. So how you are going to utilize? So it is an additional burden. All these things will not be understandable by the non-IT guy, but that's okay. So now we have these many number of problems in the on-premises environment. What are the problems? Purchasing the hardware. Purchasing is one of the most difficult thing in this era. So previously, if you go to 1990s, 2000, at that time, everyone are habituated to purchase the things. But now everyone are getting habituated to rent the things. If I have to give you an example, for example, you don't have a car, but you want to go for a trip with your friends. Then you are going to book a Zoom car. I'm not promoting this, but I'm just telling you for rental basis, you are going to take a car. So that is Zoom car. And then previously every week you want to watch a movie, then you have to go to theaters. Nowadays no one is, I mean, majorly if there is a very big movie is coming, then I don't know, might be 10%, 20% are going to the theaters, but rest of the people are watching all the movies on the OTT platforms. You are getting that on the rental basis, subscription basis. And like that, what is happening? And not only that, previously if you see in our father's era, our fathers or grandfathers used to buy the homes. Why? Because real estate is a very big investment. So they used to buy the homes, and they used to save for us. But right now, because of our job things, what we are doing, some 1 year or 2 years, we will be staying in Hyderabad. After 3 years, we will be moving to Bangalore. From there, we will be moving to Chennai. From there, we will be moving to Delhi. From there, we will be moving to some US or UK. So which means that our location is not constant. So we are, rather than purchasing the house, what we are doing, that is a very big investment. We are renting the houses. So nowadays, rental basis has become very profitable for the humans. So now what has happened here is the same is applicable on this also, on the IT infrastructure also. You don't need to purchase the servers. So we will provide the servers on rental basis. Who will provide the servers on rental basis? Cloud computing is saying, or else cloud service providers are saying that we will provide the servers on the rental basis. That too, it is not a fixed rate, pay as you go method. For example, you have an electricity connection, you have a power connection for your home. When you are having the power connection for your home, in your home you are having only a TV, a laptop, or else a desktop, and two lights and two fans. So if two lights and two fans for TV and laptop or desktop, if you are getting some 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, is it really acceptable? You will say that I did not use this much amount of power, why I need to pay that? So which means that you will pay the electricity bill only for what you have used. You are not going to pay any additional amount. So that is what pay as you go method. How much power you have consumed or how much power the devices has consumed. For that power only you are going to pay the money. Apart from that, it is not a fixed value. In the same manner, in your AWS environment also, you are going to pay the money only for the devices which you are installing on the AWS or any cloud environment. So that is called as pay as you go method. So the first one is you don't need to pay the entire amount all upfront. The second use case is you can go with the pay as you go method. And the third one is here you can see the scalability. In the on-premises environment, the scalability is very, very tough. Okay, so you have to again purchase a new server, installing the server, and shifting the application copying, cloning the application from one server to the another server, connecting the load balancers. It is a very hectic task for us. But in the cloud environment, the auto scaling or else the scaling of the servers will be easily happen. So we don't need to worry about how the servers are getting scaled. Okay, so the additional benefit is scalability. So the other one is that you will be having the servers. So whatever the servers that you are having, whenever you are in the company, then only you will be able to access the servers. So if you are outside of the company, you need to connect through VPN, then you have to establish a secure connection. Have you ever tried this? So as a Java, you are a Java developer, no? As a Java developer, what you are going to do when you want to connect to the server? Have you ever tried to connect to a server? Hmm. Tell me, guys. Have you ever tried to connect to a server for deployment, at least for installing or for creating the code? You did not access any server. Say yes or no. Okay. So in your company, if you are having a server, so if you want to access the server, definitely you should be inside the on-premises in the company only. If you are doing work from home, then if you want to connect to your company or else to the server, you need to access or else you need to have an VPN connection. Through VPN only, you will be able to enter into your company environment, and from there you will be able to connect to the servers. And this is what happens, which means that the availability of the servers won't be there. The availability of the application will not be there. So wherever you are. So for example, if you go for a trip, suddenly there is a problem in the server. So we cannot rectify the issue until we go near to the server. Why? Because the accessibility is not there. But in the cloud environment, it is not like that. If you have the internet connection, you can access the servers from anywhere. So that is the main use case of the cloud environment. Accessibility will be there. So depending on all these accepts, cloud has become the major utilization part in the IT industry. If any IT infrastructure has to develop, everyone are talking towards everyone are turning towards the cloud environment. Why? Because of these four features. What are the four features? The first one is pay as you go method. The second one is a rental basis. You are going to get the resources on rental basis. And the third one will be scalability. And the fourth one will be accessibility. Accessible from anywhere. So these are the four major points or four major features of the cloud environment, because of which everyone are turning towards the cloud computing. Okay. So now let us discuss about the next concept. The next concept is what are the different uh, applications that are using this cloud? What are the use cases? So now up to now we discussed about what is cloud computing, why we need to have the cloud computing. Today, the next topic is which applications are using the cloud computing. So what they have done and how they are using the AWS or else any application. Let us see that. But before I go into the topic, can you please let me know, did you understand the concept or not?
Yes, understood, Chaitanya.
Everyone. Thank you, Shrika. Everyone. So if you find out anything difficulty with my pronunciation, with my vocabulary, you can please let me know.
So its accessibility means so in earlier days we used safe word, right? So is that VPN is like safe word call? So
Not the
means you
safe
have
code.
to connect with the client systems.
No, 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 no. So whatever the safe code that you are using, you will have that calculator kind of thing in your
Yeah.
with
Yes.
right. So from
Yes.
there you will be logging into your computer.
Yes.
I'm talking about the server access. See,
Okay.
when you if you want to log in into your computer, definitely you need to have that safe code. Why? Because that is the code that will be getting the authentication from the Active Directory server, which is installed on your company. Okay,
Yes.
authentication server will be there. Once you got the authentication, you will be able to log in into your computer. So my
Hmm.
question is, once you log in into your computer, then how you are going to connect to the servers? Your company is having a server. If you want to connect to the server, definitely you need to have the VPN connection. Without VPN connection, it won't be happening, no. But for AWS, you don't require any VPN connection. You can directly connect through the internet wherever you are. You might be in Amazon forest also. If you got the internet, then you will be able to access the servers. Either through mobile phones also you can access the servers. That can be happen. At least you can
Okay.
see the
Got it.
servers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Now let us see what are the different applications that are using the AWS as a primary environment. Okay. Starting from when you woke up from the bed. Okay. You will ask that what is the current weather. So the weather forecasting will be done by a few applications. So that will be cloud connected. The second one is if you want to do any transactions, phone pay. Phone pay is an application which is connected with AWS environment. The application is deployed on the EC2 instances. Okay, that is fine. The next one is uh, what else? Hotstar is there. Hotstar is a streaming platform. Hotstar also using the AWS services only. The best example is Netflix. Netflix application is there, no? So this Netflix application, 100% of their complete applications are deployed on the AWS environment only. Not even a single application of Netflix are created on a different cloud platform like Azure, GCP, or also on-premises environment. They have deployed their 100% applications on the AWS environment only. So how they have deployed it, how they trust AWS that blindly means Netflix has conducted some tests. So they have created a test called as Chaos Monkey. In this test, what this particular test is going to do here is they try to delete the servers. So where application will be running inside the servers. So in AWS environment, they created some 10 servers and they tried to delete the servers. So when they try to delete the servers, because of the features like auto scaling and as well as load balancing, automatically new servers are getting automatically new servers are created. So there is no downtime for the application. There is no downtime for the application. So every time whenever you are complete servers are down, still you can have the application accessible from the another region, or else a new servers will be created. So because of that reason, so Netflix has decided to create their entire infrastructure on the AWS environment. So the complete infrastructure and application flow of Netflix will be on the AWS environment only. Not only that, whatever the NASA is there. So NASA for their space mission, especially to analyze the data which is coming from the Mars rover, they are using the AWS equipment AWS servers to analyze the entire data. So NASA is using AWS. Fortune 500 companies are using AWS. Netflix is using AWS. Hotstar is using AWS. Not only that, phone pay and whatever the Redbus you are seeing, Redbus is also using the AWS. So majority number of the applications which you are using on your mobile are using the AWS as their infrastructure provider. So like that, what is happening nowadays? AWS has become the most advanced and most important cloud computing platform for our IT industries. So definitely we need to learn about the cloud computing. Definitely we need to learn about the AWS environment. What we are going to learn in the AWS environment that you can see in the syllabus. Okay, but one thing I want to suggest you. So for whatever the practice that you want to do, so in AWS, if you want to do practice, you require, what are the pre-requirements? You need to have an AWS account. If you already have the AWS account, no problem. But if you want to create a new AWS account, then nowadays it is very, very tricky for creating an AWS account. Previously, it is so simple to create it, but nowadays it has become very tricky. Why it has become tricky means I will tell you. So from July, so from July 15th, 2025. Okay, July 15th, 2025, AWS has changed the complete terms and conditions for creating the AWS accounts. So what are the terms and conditions that it has changed means if you are having a credit card or a debit card, you have a credit card or debit card with you. Okay, you need to use that card with which you never created an AWS account. So you have a credit card right now, you are having a credit card. Have you ever created any AWS account with that credit card? Can anybody tell me? Have you ever tried to create any AWS account?
Yes, yes, Chaitanya,
Hmm.
I created it.
You created a AWS account. When you
Mm.
have created that?
It's around 2 months back.
2 months back. 2 months back
Yeah.
in the sense, no problem. Then on September you have created, September
Mm.
or else August. Then that is not a very big deal. Whether the account is created.
Yes, yes, it is created.
Okay, good. So again, I'm telling you, if you try to create an AWS account with the same card, so you might be using the credit card, no? You cannot create another AWS account with that credit or debit card. So that is the first criteria. You need to use a new credit or debit card. Okay. The second one is you need to use a new email ID. Okay. You need to use a new email ID. Yeah, Shrikant, tell me.
No, Chaitanya. No, no, sorry.
Okay. And then you need to have a new mobile number that is also required. And the fourth one is you need to update an government provided identity card. Either it might be PAN card or else it might be driving license. So these are the kind of ID proofs that you have to upload. So you have to provide the number and as well as you have to upload the soft copy of that particular document. Otherwise, you will be not able to create the AWS account. So these are the primary and most important things for you for creating an AWS account from July 15, 2025. Now AWS account they are providing for 6 months. The free account they are providing for 6 months. Okay, the free tier account they are providing it for 6 months, and with that account they are providing AWS is providing $100 of free credits. $100 of free credits. After post free tier access, you can use this $100. Actually, AWS is claiming that I am going to provide another $100, but it is not going to happen. Okay, there are certain things which has to be done, but I don't want to discuss about that. We will focus on the basic $100 which they are providing. Okay, so this is about the entire concept of your AWS account creation, how you are going to create the account and how you are going to manage the account. Okay, so that is about AWS account creation. If you don't have an AWS account, please create an AWS account. Why? Because my sessions will not be in a theoretical manner. My sessions will be always in the practical manner. Each and every concept that I am dealing with, we are going to discuss in a practical nature. For example, if I say IAM, how IAM will behave. So what is meant by users? How we are going to create the users? How we are going to create the policies? Everything we are going to discuss in a practical manner. For that, definitely you need to have an AWS account. Without AWS account, you cannot create anything. Okay. So please create an AWS account. If you have any further questions, you can ask me now. So I will stop here. Why? Because it will be very overwhelming if I go very in deep into the technicalities. I'll stop here and we will continue it from tomorrow. Any questions? Questions, guys? No questions?
Yeah, Chaitanya, I have a question actually. Actually, few days back, so some AWS had got some issue, right?
Downtime. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is
So
an mm,
means is it a what did we say? Means the downtime
it
is
is
so it's a mentioned specific time or
no,
means
it's an
due to some issue.
unfortunate incident. It was happened because of the DNS failure. Cloud 53 system has failed. So because of that, the DynamoDB got affected, and from there it got affected with the EC2 instance. A few applications like Alexa and a few Amazon gaming platforms are disturbed. The entire 24 hours, these applications are not worked. Not all the applications, but a few applications are having they got a very big problem. But Netflix is not down, not down.
Mm.
100%, even 100% of the Netflix was deployed on AWS environment also. It doesn't affect anything related to the Netflix, not even a single minute. Why? Because they have configured their DNS in a different environment or else in a different platform. Okay, not on the AWS, but they have configured in a different way. So that's why I said, so Route 53
Mm.
got affected. From there, it is affecting all the services. The global services got affected with this failure. So it is not a planned failure. It is unfortunate failure that has happened for the AWS.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll in the middle of the session also I can discuss about it. What we'll see about the configuration. Okay. So have a nice day. Any further questions? Sorry. Any further questions? Okay. Okay, guys. If there are no further questions, I'm dropping out here. So this is the first demo session. Tomorrow you will have another demo session at 7 o'clock. So who is capable of joining the session at 6 o'clock? I just want to know about that.
Means is it started recently or what?
No, it's not started, but actually this class should be at 6 o'clock. Okay,
Oh, okay.
but for the demo purpose, I'm taking at 7 o'clock. So I'm just asking if you are capable or else if you are compatible to come at 6 o'clock, then I can shift this batch to 6 o'clock. Otherwise, why? Because there is a lot of clashes will happen for my office activities and as well as for my another session. So that's why I'm asking. Are you okay with attending to the 6 o'clock? Tomorrow you will have a session at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow also you will have the session at 7 o'clock. But I'm asking you if you are okay to join at 6 o'clock, we will reschedule the batch at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Otherwise, the
From my end,
point is
I will join at 6 o'clock. I'll be able to join.
okay. The main reason why I'm asking you here is there will be a clash between if nowadays no problem 7 o'clock I can take the sessions. But as you know that this is the second, I mean, what I can say, second phase in the US and UK companies. So they will be shifting the timings. So my actual shift will be I work in a UK based company. So might be from December my shifts will be changing to somewhere like 7:30 or 8 o'clock to somewhere like early morning 4 o'clock. So that's why I'm asking if you are comfortable to join at 6 o'clock, then it will be very happy. Otherwise, there might be I might be facing a problem. So that's why I'm asking. Okay. Yes. Yes. Tell me.
Yeah, Chaitanya. So I won't be able to join because I mean
Mm,
my office timing is till 7.
mm. Okay. No
That's
problem. So whoever are see, it's not like I just want to take a majority number of decision and I will confirm you by the end of the demos. Right now we are into the first demo. Those whoever are interested on 6 o'clock, if they can attend at 6 o'clock. They can have my full-fledged support. And as well as those who are interested to join at 7 o'clock, we will have a clear-cut discussion. If there is more possibility, I will let you know that we can join at 7 o'clock also. It is not like that you have to definitely come at 6 o'clock, or else that you have to definitely come at 7 o'clock. We'll check. We'll check with all the other students and whoever it is possible. So we'll reschedule the batch at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock, depending on the majority number of the people's voting or else people's decision. Okay, right, guys. Swan, anything to talk? Mahesh? Okay then.
No,
Have a nice day.
I'm okay with the timing 6 6 7. Both are okay for me.
That's fantastic. Then we'll meet tomorrow at 7 o'clock and we will have a clear cut understanding about AWS IAM service. We'll start IAM service. So, as per you, it might be a demo. For me, it is a normal session. We are going to continue the sessions every day. It is not a demo for me. It is not a new session for me. From today onwards, we have started the AWS. So it is demos for you, but for me, it is a normal session. Tomorrow we'll start with IAM. We'll go ahead into the concept of IAM, user creation, policy creation, role creation, all the things. And then we'll talk about the rest of the things in the next demo. And like that, you will have another 2 demos. Finally, we will conclude the demo. On third demo, we will conclude it. And from Monday onwards, whoever are joining to the session, they will be joined with a premium link. So whoever has enrolled for the session, they will be given the premium link. So you will be joining into the session. Okay. Right then. Have a nice day and we'll meet in the next session, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.